This. Good morning. Today's Friday, the 15th of February, 2013. Here's all the news it's worth talking about today. Okay, if you haven't heard about it, a meteorite slammed into Siberia in Russia and injured 1,000 people. No shit. It happened, I guess, sometime last night or this morning, and it happened during daylight hours in Russia. And there was a video captured of this thing from dash cams and from handheld videos. There's all kinds of videos of this stuff. You might have heard on the news that another asteroid is going to pass close to the Earth today at like 2:30 something Eastern time. And they're saying that these two events are not related. It just so happens that this asteroid slammed into Moscow, not Moscow, it's about, 900 miles east of Moscow or something. And they're saying that the two are not related. Well, I think they probably are. Could you just imagine chunks of spacecraft traveling together through space, and, what just so happens on the same day that there's this massive meteorite passing close to the United States, or not the United States, close to the planet, this thing slams into Russia. So, come on, man. They got to be related, dude. That's just common sense. So, anyway, if you haven't heard about it, you've heard about it now. So, hit YouTube and Yahoo and all the different news services, and you'll see this story all over the place. So, it's not a Panama story. It's a global story, but it's one of those ones you don't want to miss. Okay. In Italy, the former Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi has come out and basically justified the payment of bribes by the Finmeccanica company to corrupt government officials around the world. His logic is like, well, this is the third world, and when you're dealing with places that are in the third world, like Panama and India, that's just the way they do business. So you have to pay bribes there, and it's just no big deal. Yeah, okay. Well, it's probably against the law, all right? So, Silvio, dude, come on. This is going to cause problems for Panama because this guy, Walter Lavitola, is facing 4 different criminal charges related to him being the guy who was setting up this bribery stuff for Finmeccanica. And remember, in Panama, through this company, bought helicopters, radar sets, digital mapping services, and the scandal broke in Italy before the contract was completed. Then they went back and they reset the contract. They took out all the bribes, okay? Yeah, and then now you've got the former Prime Minister of Italy basically going, yeah, we were going to pay them bribes, or we did pay them bribes, or we paid bribes, and so friggin' what? Yeah, okay. Now, it's not going to be investigated here in Panama ever. If it ever gets investigated, it'll be investigated either in Italy or in international courts or something like that. Because here in Panama, they're just not going to put themselves in prison. It's not going to happen. Okay. Expo Comer, the commercial expo, is a big fair which is held in the Atlapa Convention Center every year. This year it is going to be, mark it on your calendars, from 17 to 20 April. And they're going to have, who knows how many companies are going to show up, and they're saying that they're going to sign so many contracts. It's always an interesting fair because there's the companies from around the world show up and they want to show off their new products. So it's a cool thing to go to. It's not the Expo Habitat, which is just all real estate. This is basically Expo everything, anything commercial, and it's one of the coolest fairs that occurs, commercial fairs that occurs in Panama every year. So that's worth checking out. Now, here's in the Estrella. Did you know that if you get involved in drunk driving in Panama, you can get a ticket, you can get your license taken away, but you're not going to go to jail? Did you know that? I didn't. I kind of knew it, but I didn't really realize it. Well, now there's a movement on. They're going to make it a criminal thing. They're going to put the possibility on of going to jail for however many years, whatever they come up with, for drunk drivers. I know they issued more than 400 tickets for drunk driving over the carnival just in 4 days. It's 100 tickets a day for drunk drivers, and I almost got slammed into by a drunk driver on Via España not too long ago. So they're out there, and it's a risk and it's a danger in Panama. You got to be concerned that you might be doing everything completely legal, but that other idiot could cause you some serious pain or death. So hopefully, though, they will follow through with that and make it illegal. Okay, there's a story going on here. There's a group of people that are getting evicted from a building in Caledonia. Now, it's one of these things where, who knows who the owner of the building is, but he's probably been trying to get these people out of there forever. If you looked at the thing, there's probably a mountain of paperwork, going back years where they're trying to get these people out of there. They finally evicted them. They gave them the eviction notices yesterday morning, and they said you've got 6 days to get out. Then the people that are in that building have been closing down streets in the area of the Avenida Nacional. Starting yesterday afternoon, they went out for the first time, and then they went out again this morning. And the police just showed up and tear gas, blew them out of the street, and the street's back open again. And now they're saying it's excessive force. No, tear gas and riot control police are not excessive force. Machine guns are excessive force, okay? Just pushing these people off the street is just common routine practice for every demonstration that occurs in this country. So the whole excessive force, police brutality, bullshit. Get out of the street. The thing that bugs me about these guys is that they get into a property like that, and then the laws in Panama are very much in favor of the people who don't own the property. The laws are very much against the property owners. This is something that all you people out there need to know about if you're going to buy property and then rent it out to somebody. The law in Panama is not in your favor as an owner. It's in the favor of the renter. So sometimes to get somebody thrown out of your property, even though they owe you money, they're not paying rent, it is a long and painful process. And if you own a building with like 10 or 15 apartments or something like that, and they're all behind on their rent, then you got to get them all, all of these different processes, basically simultaneously. It is a long and onerous process. And then what you end up with is the knuckleheads in the street protesting. This building that the guy owns is probably worthless. He probably just wants to bulldoze it, make it an empty lot, and then sell the land. The land is probably what's worth anything. So anyway, that's going on in that area down there near the Avenida Nacional. There's a possibility of protests and street closures today. Okay. There's according to Telemetro, there's some problems going on up in Chame. If you remember, the mayor of Chame got fired, then he went back in, but then he's going to get fired again. And now that he's back in office, he's fired the treasurer. There's just all kinds of crap going on up there in Chame. Chame is screwed up like chocolate cheese. Okay, I mean, who knows what's going on up there? It's all going to be corruption, who got caught, political, who's screwing who, but they're fighting over it tooth and nail up there in Chame. And the headline this morning is that the mayor, who has already been fired by the governor of the province of Panama, who's back in office only for a little while until he's officially notified of the fact that he's got to go to jail for 3 years for corruption. Are you following this? He gets back in office because of this court decision, and when he gets back in office, he fires a treasurer. Panama really needs to get a grip on local corruption. They need to, corruption, period. They need to get a handle on this crap, because it's just like this kind of stupid shit happens every day. Okay. In TVN, the president of Panama came out with a tweet, and he responded to the allegations that his son is the owner of the Show Pro company. He said something along the lines of that ever since I've been president, I've been inundated with these false statements that I have friends and enemies and business partnerships and with my friends and families, and I've got intimate friends I've never met. He's just basically saying that's bullshit. Well, okay. Once again, in reality, how do you really know when you've got offshore accounts set up and you've got bearer share set up and you're handing out these direct contracts worth billions of dollars literally, and you've got Finmechanica going on, and I guess I would say corruption and transparency. Too much corruption, not enough transparency, and governing the country by Twitter. All right. Here in the Siglo, the people who run the Metro bus system say they have given out or handed out or issued more than 1 million of those cards that you have to use to run the to ride on the Metrobus mass transportation system. There's people using the system every day. There's, more than 1 million people who use it. And they got, this article is full of stats that I'm not going to read to you. It's numbers having to do with the transfer. So if you pay on to get on this bus, then you get on another bus, well, your card says that you're paid. If you get off of one bus and get on another bus within a certain period of time, you don't have to pay again. So they've done that like 9 million times since they started the system. So what they're saying is, hey, all you people that are riding this bus, see, you're saving money on these transfers. That's one of the biggest advantages of the Metrobus system. You pay on one bus, you hop off one, get on another one, you don't have to pay again. On the old system, you did, but now you don't. The other thing is they can track with these electronic card systems. They know exactly where everybody bought their card, where they recharge their card, where they get on the bus, where they ride the bus, where they get off the bus, so that you can do computer modeling on all of this traffic flow, and then that allows you to adjust and say we need more buses over here, less buses over there, that kind of a thing. So anyway, Metrobus, big upgrade for Panama, big upgrade for Panama City, and it's saving people money, and it's doing a good job of moving 1 million people around. Okay, last thing here in the Dia a Dia. In the city of Arihan, they discovered an AK-47 folding stock assault rifle with communication radios, and it was stashed somewhere. So, who knows? Drug traffickers, just your random bad guys. AK-47 with 2, looks like 30-round clips. Okay, whatever. The cops have it. It's off the street. It's nice. All right, that's it. I ran over a little bit again today. Hey, I want to make a shout out to Phil, who watches the video every day, and he says he likes it because he can't see very well, and it's hard for him to read the news, so he just sits there and listens, and he enjoys that. So that's some feedback that I got through somebody else. So hey, Phil, how you doing? Good morning. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day. Bye.